Through the ages, the splendorous kingdom of great pharaohs have been hiding puzzling realities beneath the sands of ancient civilizations. From the horrifying legendary beasts and unknown demons to the unbelievable findings and secret royal remains surrounded by endless desert. Let's rewrite history by discovering buried mysteries in Egypt that shocked the whole world. Werewolf invasion. A video posted a few years back showed a man investigating his backyard as some weird noises were bothering him for a very long time. Expecting to see some wild animal, he noticed a strange humanoid creature with creepy glowing eyes that was peeking at him while hiding in the dark bushes, and suddenly passed from sight as the guy tried to get closer. Then, after a few days, he went out to check the mysterious activities and was shocked to see a black humanoid beast that suddenly jumped out in an attempt to attack. Fortunately, he managed to escape, but he couldn't get more footage of that creature. Later, after watching the video with a closer look, the creature was identified as a werewolf who might have been invading to get some fresh meat. Seti. With a well-preserved face and almost perfect body, this is Seti the First, one of the most powerful and successful pharaohs that ruled Egypt almost 3,000 years ago. Seti's mummy has shocked the archaeologists, not only because of his perfect body, but scientists also believe that he had undergone different plastic surgeries to apply fillers on his cheekbones and even his head. He was so preserved that archaeologists called him Sleeping Beauty, as he was mummified in the best shape to travel to the afterlife. And now, this royal mummy, wrapped in soft white fabric, is resting inside a glass box in the National Museum of Egypt. Half human, half dog. A humanoid body bent on all its fours, acting like a huge spider. This strange figure was seen almost a decade back in Suez, Egypt, when a couple was walking to their house one night. The strange creature appeared out of nowhere and started acting strange. At first, people thought it to be a crazy stunt. Then after some time, the same figure again was seen strolling at another place. Although it seems really scary, people on the road could be seen walking normally, as if they were not interested in the half-human, half-dog-like creature, which makes me think that it may be a kind of publicity stunt, which is no longer fascinating to the people. What do you say? Tomb of felines and beetles. From the time archaeologists entered the Nile Valley, each dawn comes with a new and incredible discovery. This time, near Cairo, archaeologists unearthed the tomb of the Pharaonic Age, inside of which they found dozens of mummified cats of various sizes, wooden, gilded cat statues, and bronze cat statues, which reflect the reverence ancient Egyptians showed towards felines. Apart from these findings were hundreds of black beetles that had religious significance for Egyptians. These incredible findings were considered to be the first ever to be unearthed in the 4,500-year-old area. Desert Demon. A video posted in February 2019 shows a lady giving an interview somewhere in the middle of a desert. Suddenly in her background, an unknown skinny figure appeared out of nowhere and could be seen walking just like a human. But it was actually something else, because if we take a closer look, the creature could be seen walking mysteriously across the desert, which is not possible for a human. However, nothing much could be stated about this creature, as it mysteriously vanished back into thin air. If any one of you knows more about this desert demon, please let us know by commenting below. Sewer Ghost. While investigating for the mystifying noises coming from a sewer, a guy decided to go a little further inside the dark tunnel. And there it was, spying at the guy while hiding behind the wall were two glowing eyes that suddenly disappeared after the guy started moving ahead. And then the creature appeared again, This time we can see its skinny humanoid features with long, creepy limbs, but soon it escaped after seeing the guy approaching it. Although he tried to get more clues about it, the unknown figure was not seen again. However, the majority of people believe that it might be the sewer ghost that lives and lurks beneath our feet. Mysterious crawling creature. A video posted a few years back shows a creepy, mysterious creature that looked like a cross between a spider and a moth. The creature appears to have appendages just like an octopus, which were attached to a tiny cylindrical-shaped object, which in turn was linked to a spider-like creature with wings like that of a moth. The unknown arthropod was first seen while it was scurrying across the ceiling of a house, and was named a crawling alien by the guy who first spotted it, but he's still finding out the origin of that mysterious crawler. Mummified crocs. Look at these 2,000-year-old monsters of the Nile! While unearthing the sands of Kubet al-Hawa in 2019, the archaeologists were shocked to find the cache of mummified crocodiles in the sand pits near the western bank of the Nile. The remains include 5 reptiles' heads and 5 nearly intact specimens. Most of them were estimated to be 6 to 11 feet in length. With completely intact and uncovered bodies, these ancient crocs were believed to be mummified without resins or the evisceration process. Unlike those mummified crocs which were discovered near the province of Kent and were properly wrapped with linen bandages. Skeletal ghost. While chasing an injured deer in a dense forest at night, a man was spooked to meet someone else. A strange, skinny, hairless human sitting in the bushes and enjoying the fresh deer meat. Yet just when the explorer's flash hit the meat eater, he turned his face back and all we could see was its creepy, glowing eyes. Nothing much about that skeletal ghost could be revealed, as the clip suddenly ended, leaving everyone thinking about what might have happened next. Whale fossils. In August 2021, scientists made a fascinating discovery of a 43-million-year-old fossil of a previously unknown amphibious four-legged whale species from the middle of Egypt's western desert, which belongs to the Protocetidae, a group of extinct whales. With an estimated body length of about 9 feet and a weight of up to 1,322 pounds, it was named Pheomycetus anubis, as it was notorious for its deadly bite and strong jaw. Another 32-foot-long, well-preserved skeleton was discovered in Egypt's western desert and is believed to be about 40 million years old. The whole skeleton of the Basilosaurus was discovered in Wadi Hitan, also known as the Valley of Whales, as it is rich in fossil remains, and it is strongly believed that many extinct animals swam in that region. Egyptian snacks. Aside from ancient mummies and treasure, this time archaeologists have unearthed literally something out of the ordinary. Carefully preserved in the tomb of young Tutankhamun, they found an old luxury cuisine: bread, beer with onion, garlic, and some pitted dates and grains. Along these were different containers of jute and wood, each carved into the shape of the food it contained. Ancient Egyptians firmly believed in life after death, so they wanted to have a better afterlife. Most of the time, the tombs of great royal pharaohs were packed with food items, as they assumed that these delicacies should be available to them for their next journey. Mummified babies. Besides holding luxury food and Tutankhamun's body, the mysterious tomb of this pharaoh was also hiding another shocking reality. Discovered in 1922 from Tut's tomb were the mummified bodies of 2 baby girls, whose DNA test matched with the king, as these twin infants had deformities just like their father. Burial of these stillborn girls beside their father was something out of the box, because Egyptologists believed it to be ritual burial, as ancient Egyptians firmly believed in insurance in life after death. so the mummies of girls were probably put there to protect the pharaoh on his journeys, as the females were often cast as protectors. Mummified lady. Inside the blended coffin of gold and wood is a lady sleeping for more than 1.5 millennia, and is believed to be one of the best preserved mummies of Egypt, as its coffin still smells fresh, just because of the use of good quality resins. With ear piercings and teeth sticking out of her mouth, the face of the mummy is almost recognizable, and was identified as the great-grandmother of Tutankhamun. The magnificent lady has beautiful, thick, curly blonde hair, and her eyes were replaced by pieces of cloth with a little bit of resin to make them look real, as according to ancient Egyptians, these eyes will be helpful in her afterlife. Dinosaur fossils. Paleontologists working in Egypt have unearthed the remains of one of the largest dinosaurs yet discovered. Weighing more than 17,000 pounds and 90 to 100 feet in length, it is thought to be the only dinosaur from that period to be discovered in Africa. Judging from its bones, it was believed to be a long-necked herbivore grazer and was named Perellititan stromeri, a monster that lived 30 million years ago. Experts say the western desert of Egypt would have more closely resembled a coastal jungle in prehistoric times. Researchers are confident that more similar discoveries are just waiting to happen. Mummified fetus. Another astonishing discovery was made in April 2021, when an archaeological research team uncovered the first case of a pickled fetus inside an ancient Egyptian woman. Scientists from the Warsaw Mummy Project revealed that the body belongs to a pregnant woman who lost her life between 20 and 30 years old. Judging by the good quality of the body mummification, experts believe that the woman belonged to the high-status community in Thebes. This mummified woman is also believed to be around 26 to 30 weeks pregnant, and the fetus had pickled inside the womb. The Golden City. In 2021, archaeologists made the biggest discovery since Tutankhamun's tomb, as they unearthed the 3,000-year-old lost golden city of Aten, which is believed to be the largest ancient city ever found in Egypt. Excavations started in September 2020 between the temples of Ramses III and Amenhotep III near Luxor, some 300 miles south of Cairo. Within weeks, the archaeologists' team found the mud brick formations that ran in all directions. Several neighborhoods, including a bakery complete with ovens and storage pottery, were found, along with administrative and residential districts. Items of jewelry have also been unearthed, along with colored pottery vessels, scarab beetle amulets, and mud bricks bearing Amenhotep III's seals. Egyptian witch. A young adventurer, while strolling near a newly explored city in Egypt, noticed a mysterious black figure sitting alone in one of the abandoned rooms of that ancient town. Upon getting further closer, the dark fellow started moving eerily, as if it was not happy to see the invader. Yet, when the guy approached it a little further, the entrance of the room suddenly gleamed with the flames of fire that it might have been lighting to perform some sinister activities. Seeing the room on fire, the guy quickly stepped back and managed to escape, as he didn't want to be part of any kind of ritual venture. Greek mummies. Located 160 miles south of Cairo, archaeologists made another remarkable history in Egypt by uncovering two tombs 29 feet below the ground, with more than 6 rooms. Inside of them were 40 ancient Greek mummies at a burial site in Tuna el Gebel. The mummies of 12 children, 6 animals, and adult men and women were found resting in open coffins inside a collapsing underground chamber in Minya. It was something very unexpected, as mummification is associated with ancient Egypt. Yet these Greek mummies hint that the practice continued under the kingdom founded by Ptolemy, which lasted from 323 BC to 30 BC. Besides these, shards of pottery and papyrus found at the site linked this discovery to the Ptolemaic era. Queen Nefertiti. Archaeologists in Egypt have made another remarkable discovery after unearthing the bust of Queen Nefertiti. The iconic bust of Nefertiti was discovered inside the workshop of a famous sculptor, Thutmose, a place where originally her bust was created. With a flat-cut blue wig and a ribbon wrapped around it halfway up, the 18 inches life-sized painted bust of the queen is just a version of her real face, as archaeologists still have no idea what she looked like in her real life. With a mysterious early life, she was believed to be brought up in the royal palace, who later became the most powerful woman in all of Egypt. Yet the exact location of the tomb of this missing queen is still unknown. Tomb of Boats. While excavating the tomb of the 12th dynasty king, located in southern Egypt, archaeologists have found an ancient burial site for boats that dated to be 3,800 years old. What was discovered was a building that held 5 wooden planks that appeared to have belonged to a 65-foot-long boat or its superstructure. The inner walls of the building were lined with 120 preserved drawings of boats of various sizes and details. At the entrance was a unique pile of pottery vessels, usually associated with ceremonial burials. 5,000-year-old ship. An ancient boat that was buried 5,000 years ago was excavated in pits next to the final resting place of the pharaoh. This huge boat was carefully dismantled into thousands of pieces before burial, with instructions of reassembling them, as they believed that these boats would be helpful for the kings to travel in life after death. Special techniques were used to lift up the 20-foot-long wooden plank of the boat, whose condition was not very good. The old pieces were extremely fragile, so they were kept in a climate-controlled lab for further investigations. Subscribers' pick of the day. Deep inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, a mysterious cubical shaft attracted the archaeological team, who decided to send a robot with a specially designed camera inside this secret chamber, since it was too short for humans. Moving deeper and deeper into the dark, narrow chamber, they noticed an odd-looking figure that looks like a wolf with a human body, who appeared and started crawling eerily upwards. But before the camera could capture some more moments, the creepy creature vanished somewhere. Though researchers could not get more footage, looking at this single piece of footage, they believe that it might have been Anubis, the ancient Egyptian god of the dead, protecting some more truths of that secret, ominous chamber. Screaming Mummy. Discovered in 1886 from an expensive coffin of cedar wood was a strange screaming mummy whose body was bare, and archaeologists could only find the skin of goat and sheep around his body. What was more shocking was that all the essential protective items normally placed inside the coffin were missing, due to which he was assumed to have died in disgrace. According to researchers, this 20 to 40-year-old man was considered ritually impure by the ancient Egyptians, so he was left anonymous. Surrounded by contradictions, the mummy was known as Unknown Man E, and has fascinated Egyptologists for over a century. Although his facial features have been restored, the body is still unnamed. Egyptian portrait. Another breathtaking discovery was made in the sands of the necropolis, when a team of archaeologists excavated a fragment of a mummy portrait that had been painted with hot wax onto wood canvas. Despite the layers of dust, the ancient fragment was revealing the beautiful hair, eyes, nose, and lips of a Greek lady who was wearing an emerald necklace with a purple blouse and lived in Philadelphia some 2,000 years ago. This stunning portrait was thought to be prepared by ancient Greek artists that traveled to Egypt, as ancient people loved to hang their colorful paintings in their homes, which were later put on their faces during mummification. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again